Hello everyone and welcome. Today I'm excited to show you what you can do with WordPress without technical knowledge. My name is Tunde Abdulhamid Sanisi from Tuam WordCC. Tuam WordCC is an agency into building and managing online presence for business owners, brands, and organizations via smart and optimized websites. And we do this a lot by using WordPress to power most of our websites. But before we dive into what you can do with WordPress without technical knowledge, let's take a look at WordPress diversity. WordPress is an open source software that powers a lot of websites on the internet. And the reason why that is so is because of WordPress diversity. As with WordPress, WordPress can be used by younger people, such as teenagers and even someone younger than that, to build a blog or even launch a website. WordPress can also be used by older people. I'm talking about people older like grandma or even grandpa. Then you can also use WordPress as a technical person, whether you are a developer or a software engineer, where you can use WordPress to power your apps using something like React.js, Next.js, and the likes. Also, WordPress can be used by non-technical knowledge. That is, even if you are not a developer, you can use WordPress to start a blog, to build a business website, or even just to explore around. And this is the part that we're going to talk more about, which is the non-technical knowledge. So in this video, you are going to see how you can use WordPress with being a non-technical person. Without much further ado, let's get started. So first, let's talk about preview themes. When we're talking about WordPress preview themes, think of themes like ready-made website design that you can install with just a few clicks. That means you don't need to worry about how your website is going to look like, as preview themes are ready-made website design that all you have to do is to install them with a few clicks. So without no design skills, you have no problem in using this. You can choose from thousands of free and premium themes, each built to look amazing and professional out of the box. All you have to do is to pick a theme that fits your style, and you can easily customize things like your logo, colors, and fonts. So for the free themes, you can easily get a lot of and download a lot of free themes from the WordPress repository. So this is the WordPress.org official website for the self-hosted WordPress. And for you to be able to see a lot of themes that you can use in just within few clicks, all you have to do is to go to the extend and themes, and then you can also access it by going to wordpress.org/themes, which is the direct links. So from here, you can browse through over 13,000 free themes to customize your WordPress site. And the theme is being grown almost every day. So here you see a lot of themes that you can use. So these are the popular WordPress themes that you can choose from. And then you can also see themes that are recently updated by clicking latest. So when you click on latest, you'll be able to see themes that are just been added to the store. So and when you click on community, you also be able to see some community themes, and there is also commercial. So depending on the themes that you want for your website, so let's say you are building a website for an e-commerce store, so you can simply choose this theme that is built for an e-commerce store. You can as well as search for themes by searching for the type of theme that you want. So let's say you are building a website for a cleaning business. So all you have to do is to search for cleaning. So and when you search for cleaning, you can be able to see themes that are actually meant for cleaning. So in this case, I have these particular themes that are built. You have cleaning specialist, FSC cleaning services, deep cleaning, and the likes. And you can also click on each of these themes to see how they are going to look like. So this is how it's actually going to look like when you are done installing the themes on your website. And you can easily change all of this information that is there. You have the logo here, you have the navbar, the phone number, and all of these ones. So, and these are actually from one of the free 13,000 one of the over 13,000 themes that is in the WordPress repository. So aside from the free themes, you also have some themes called premium themes. So these are themes that you actually pay for to use them, and you can actually get a lot of premium themes by simply visiting Team Forest. So but you can also go to the link by visiting to our affiliate link. So when you go to Team Forest, so when you visit Team Forest, you see a lot of themes that you can actually use, from e-commerce to creative, blog marketing, technology, non-profit, and any theme that you want. So let's say you are bidding for a cleaning business, you can search for cleaning. And when you search for cleaning, it's going to filter out the results based on a cleaner. So you can see this is another theme called You Cleaning service WordPress theme, and it costs $39. So you can also see the last time that it was updated. So let's say you want to see how it looks like. All you have to do is to click on the live preview, and you'll be able to see how the themes actually looks like in real time. So this is how the themes actually look like. You have the logo that is there, you have the nav bar, you have the button, the sparkling place, and you can see that it's actually more professional than the one that I'm getting that's one of the free themes. So that is the difference between free and premium themes. The free themes, you download it for free, and sometimes it can actually be limited in design, while the premium themes, you actually pay for it, for the functionality and the design, it's actually more extensive. So that's all you need to know about the themes. And now let's talk about drag and drop builders. So when we're talking about drag and drop builders, these are tools that actually make designing your website as easy as stacking building blocks. So drag and drop builders allow you to build your own website right from scratch. And one of the popular drag and drop builders that you can use with WordPress is called Elementor. You can visit elementor.com to learn more about the website builder drag and drop called Elementor. So with Elementor, you can move text, images, and buttons around just by dragging them. No coding and no technical setups. So this means you can create stunning professional looking pages even if you have never built a website before. So when you visit this is the official website for Elementor, you can see how a new website is built. So all you have to do is to drag what you want, and when you drag what you want, you can also style it choosing your colors, your fonts, and the likes, and you'll be able to see how your website is actually growing. So at the time of doing this tutorial, you have about over 15 million website that is built with Elementor, and almost about 15 seconds every 15 seconds that an Elementor website is spawned. So you can build any type of website for your business. So you have the opportunity of using the drag and drop editing, that is, you only drag the widgets that you want. You are also not limited to how you want your website to be, as you have unlimited creativity to harness the power of advanced WordPress design features, even including motion effects, interactions, and custom codes. Also, your website is highly responsive. That is, you can easily switch from desktop to tablet to mobile devices, so that you can ensure that your website works on any devices that you want. Then there is also something called dynamic elements. So this dynamic element enables you to save time and effort while maintaining consistency across your website. So for instance, you can easily publish a post on WordPress, and then you use dynamic elements to show the post on your own page. Or you can also do that for products as well if you are building an e-commerce website, whereby you create a product in one place and use the dynamic elements to show the product on your website. So finally, managing your website is actually quite simple. WordPress actually makes it easier to manage your content, whether you are creating a blog post, you are adding an images, you are editing pages. With the content WordPress CMS, that is the content management system, you can organize your content and you can also create content as well. So this part we are going to talk about the WordPress CMS, which is the content management system. So whether you want to create a blog post, you want to add image, you want to edit pages, it's very similar to writing a document in Microsoft Word or even Google Docs. And more importantly, you can even organize your content into categories. You can add tags, you can update your website anytime, all without needing a developer. So this is the WordPress dashboard. And with the WordPress dashboard, depending on what you want, so if you want to create a post, so all you have to do is to click on the post, and then with the post, you can easily add a new post and publish it. So this is a dummy post that actually comes with the website. This is the title called Hello World. This is the author, that is admin. The categories is presently uncategorized, and you can also see the date and time that it's published as well. So when you visit your live website, it's going to show on the website. So this is the title of the article, this is the time, the date that it was published, and when you click on it, you can read more about the post. Then you also have something called pages inside WordPress CMS. So the pages is like a static page, and it's quite different from posts. So pages are static while post is dynamic. So that is, when you click on, you can use your pages, such as this sample page, which is quite different from a blog post, because pages actually stay in one place and will show up in your site's navigation. So just like you have the home, about us, contact us services, find on almost all websites on the header. So you can use the pages in WordPress to create all of that as well. So for instance, you can write an about us page that introduce you to your website visitors and say something like this. Hi there, you introduce yourself, or even something like this. So as a WordPress user, you can easily manage all of your pages by going to pages, and then you can add a new page, delete an existing page, or even edit an existing page. As you can see, WordPress makes it incredibly simple for anyone to create and manage their own website with no tech experience required. If you'd love to learn more about how WordPress empowers non-technical users to build their online presence, be sure to check out my beginner-friendly ebook, which is called WordPress for Everyone, a beginner's guide to the world's most popular website platform. You'll find a link in the description below. Thank you for watching, and I'm going to see you next time.